Hey there YouTube, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while, so bear with me. So this is going to be a GXP video. So my buddy Steven with the Green Grand Prix, he got HP tuners and he was kind enough to let me borrow it and his laptop. I just had to buy the credits. It was $100 for 2 credits. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be trying to do the Vats delete on the GXP to get rid of the starting disabled due to theft system message that I get on the DIC display whenever I turn the ignition on. So right now I just threw the battery on the battery charger and got it plugged in, just because the key does have to be in the on position for a while and I don't want to run down the battery. So I've got the battery on the charger and I've got to get the laptop turned on and get everything hooked up to the actual tuner itself. And then I just went to hptuners.com, went to their own website, and you can buy the credits. And then it'll just say enter the serial number. So I entered the serial number and it puts the credits on there for me. So that's what I'm going to be working on. All right, you guys. So I've got the laptop up. HP Tuners is up. I've got the dongle plugged in. Key is in the on position. And so you have to go to this little chip looking thing there. That is read. Then you hit read. And they said it could take 5 to 7 minutes. Looks like it's got 2 minutes left. So I'm going to let it do its thing. And I'll give you guys another update. Alright, y'all. So I figured out. So pretty much I read the ECM, I went into system. This slow ass laptop will fucking load. Alright, and then he said to disable starter diag. Then you X out. And then you go over here to OS. And you go down to the VATS patch and you disable those. And then on the video I watched, there was another box that said starters something. He disabled that too, but I don't have that. And then after that, he said go to save as. So I saved it. And then you go over here to this little button and you click write. So I did that and it keeps popping up this. And I've already purchased 2 credits. It was $100. And I typed in the serial number of the device. So they're supposed to go onto the device. But it's saying I have 0 credits. So it wants me to buy more credits. So I guess I'm just going to have to wait another day or 2 until the credits go on there. And I mean, it's only like 7 o'clock p.m. right now on a Monday. So I don't see why it wouldn't just do it automatically since it's online through HP Tuners. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So as of right now, this Monday evening, it's not going to start. It still says starting disabled because I can't write this file to the ECM. So I have to wait for the credits to actually credit onto the dongle down there, the MPVI3, and then I should be able to write this to the ECM. So it's going to have to be it for tonight, and I guess I'll give you guys another update tomorrow, and I'll try this again tomorrow. Alright, you guys, so it's the next day. I got the credits. So, like I said, I clicked here, went down to write. It popped up the screen, but it showed my credits. So I clicked 2 credits, hit OK. It said, are you sure? I clicked yes. It brought me to this screen, and I clicked write. So I'm letting it do its thing. It still says starting disabled due to theft system. So we'll just let this write and see if I did it right. I just heard the fuel pump prime. That was weird. I just heard the fuel pump kick on again. Right completed. Okay, so okay. That was unsuccessful. Let's try this again. Give me just a second. Alright, you guys, so I figured it out. So whenever I clicked right, it was still on right calibration, and he said right entire. So the first time I did it wrong. So I had to go back and like hit right, bring it back to here again because I'd exited out, and then I had to click these boxes and make both of them right entire. And so now I've clicked right. I didn't have to pay for credits again, because once you pay for them, it's good to go on this vehicle as many times as I need it to. So as long as I'm using this device that belongs to Steven, then should be good. So yeah, now it's going. It says 4.5 minutes. So yeah, the first time it was like 20 seconds. So that was wrong. So the battery is on the charger up there. So I've got it plugged in, and I've also got the laptop plugged in. But yeah, I'm gonna sit here and let it do its thing, and I'll give you guys another update and let you know how it goes. Alright, you guys, 20 seconds left. Four, three, two, one. I just heard the fuel pump kick on. It did that the first time around. Damn it. Oh? Oh? Oh, it doesn't say starting disabled due to test system anymore. That's awesome. That's sweet. 10 seconds. Fuel pump. Right complete. I'm showing battery voltage, maximum G's. That's awesome. $139,000 miles. Awesome. All right, so it says completed. So I'm going to close this out. It no longer says starting disabled due to theft system. All right, let me just set this to the side. Let me not get too far ahead of myself. I'm gonna unplug the dongle. And here, unplug the laptop. And then actually, go ahead and unplug the battery charger. Because if this does start, I don't want it to be running double voltage. So, all right. Here we go. Oh! Ooh! Ooh! Hey! All right. Hey, that's awesome. I don't know what's up with the dinging. That's awesome, she ran. Alright, I'm going to throw this back on the charger. Just so it can charge up the battery a little bit more. This battery's been sitting for months. There we go. $100. Had to wait a day. And really that whole process really wasn't that bad. Thanks to the YouTube video that I watched. I'll put a screenshot of his channel in right here. But yeah, thanks to him, I was able to actually get this done at all. What is... There we go. That is freaking awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go grab the tripod so I can throw you guys on the tripod. And I'm going to try to get a start of it outside of the car. Alright, well, I found a fuel leak. That injector right down there is super wet all around this injector. I didn't actually see it spray anything out just then. That sucks. I mean, I have the stock injectors. These are the 42s. But in order to remove the fuel rail, I got to remove the whole alternator bracket. That sucks. So let me try to... I don't think there's any way I'm going to be able to zoom it in to where I can just look at that injector. But I'm going to try to start it. So it doesn't sound very happy, but it does crank with the key and it starts. Yeah, it looks like it definitely just spit out some more. Yeah, the fuel rail is going to have to come off. That really blows, because that means I'm going to have to pull the belt, unbolt the alternator, and then there's the idler pulley right there, bolts onto the alternator bracket. And I think there's only like 3 bolts that hold it on though. Yeah, there's like 1 right there, and then 2 right there. They're all 15s. And then the bracket will be off. Man, it's just a pain in the ass. But if that's what I gotta do, that's what I gotta do. So I guess I'm going to get the belt tool and get this removed, because I've got to swap out this injector. I'm just going to change all the injectors back to the stock injectors for now. And then once I get the tune for the cam and everything else, then I can always swap these back in with the right O-rings or with some new O-rings. So yeah, I'm going to take a break for now, get some tools, and get the belt off and the alternator removed, and I'll give you guys another update. Hey there, YouTube. Okay, so it's nighttime now, so I've been messaging Daniel, because, you know, like y'all seen, the car starts and dies. I haven't got to mess with the injector yet, so that's still the same, but I had sent Daniel Smuts, my tuner, the video, the last video of it starting and dying and starting and dying. And so he told me, he asked me if I did the DOD delete or anything, and I was like, no. And so he told me to go in and do the DOD delete and bump the RPM up. And then he told me to, I don't know, he was asking about the other, remember whenever I mentioned I did the Vats disable, and then it said something about another starter diag thing in the video, but I didn't have that. He asked me about that. I told him mine didn't have that other box, so he told me to, you know, bump the RPM and everything, and so I did. And then I got the car to start, and it stayed running, but I had to keep my foot on the gas to, you know, make the car run and like stay running. And so that's whenever he said, you know, bump up the idle 300 RPM across the board. So I've been inside because it was raining earlier. It started raining. And so I took the laptop inside and was kind of messing around with it. And, you know, because I was messaging Daniel. And so I've been messing around with everything. And so now I'm rewriting this again. And I don't even have the battery charger on or nothing right now. So hopefully we don't have any issues there. But, yeah, hopefully I don't kill the battery. But I don't know, it says 3 minutes left, and then it's like 2 minutes to do the TCM. So I guess I'll give you guys another update whenever this is done, and we'll see what happens. So, all right, you guys, it just completed. Let's see what we got here. Still doing it. No. Alright, so there's still something going on. Alright. Well, I'm going to get it figured out one way or another. Y'all are along for the ride. And like I said, I still got to do the injector, so I don't know, we'll see what's going on with that. And I don't know, I'll just send some videos to Daniel and wait for him to reply tomorrow and try to get tomorrow. Alright, so I just got the 42s off. Put the stock injectors back in the rail. And so now I'm about to get the rail back reinstalled. And so over here I had to pull the alternator. And then I had to get 3 of the 4 bolts out. And that bottom one is just holding it. But I was able to loosen it enough to get the fuel rail out from underneath this bracket. So I'm going to get this thing reinstalled and I'll give you guys another update. Alright, y'all, so I just got the fuel rail bolted back down to the engine. I tried to clean it up back here some before I put it back together. And then I just got this little piece of jumper wire. And what you do is you connect pin 30 to pin 87 with this little jumper wire on your fuel pump relay. And then you put your relay back in your fuse box, and then you go back and listen to see if your fuel pump is on. And it was. So I let it run for a good 20-30 seconds, and yeah, we didn't have any leaks. So now I am confident to go ahead and start bolting this alternator bracket all the way back down, get all the bolts put back in, get the alternator put back on, and yeah, then I can try and attempt to get the belt back on. It's going to be a pain. I'm probably going to have to go from the bottom with the belt tool, so I'm going to have to jack it up and probably take the passenger wheel off to get to the tensioner. But yeah, we can cross that bridge whenever we get there. For right now, I just want to bolt this bracket back down all the way and start getting this put back together. I'll get the alternator put back on and plug it back in. And then I'll probably just attempt to start it without the belt installed. So, yeah, give me a few minutes. I'm going to get this done, and I'll give you all another update. Alright, so I was trying to get the belt on, but I was fighting it, so I'm just going to leave it off while I try to start this. So let's see, everything's hooked back up. Still says starting disabled due to theft system. Let's go see if there's any more leaks. Everything looks dry back there in that corner this time. All of them are dry. Sweet. Yeah, that one was, it did have a huge puddle filled up around it with the other injector. I try to get most of it soaked up with the towel. Alright, so now I just gotta fight getting this belt back on, so that's where I'm at right now. I gotta get the belt back on the alternator, and the tensioner is way down there, and it's just being a pain in the ass. I was jacked up the car, was trying to go from underneath, and I can't even get to it, so I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I gotta figure out a way to get the belt back on, and yeah, kind of go from there. So, but hey, at least there's no more fuel leak now, so I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, I guess I'll give you guys another update once I figure out how to get the belt back on. Alright, I don't like that. I don't fucking know, dude. Oh, I wish I had more money. I could just have Daniel do my tune, but I don't have money, so I don't know. I guess this shit's just not gonna run and drive. But at least I did the Vats delete and the DOD delete, and it's trying to run, even though it still says starting disabled due to test system. So I don't know what the fuck is going on with that either. Because by doing the Vats delete, that should fix all that. I don't know. Fuel pump kicks on. It's still making that noise. No fuel pump that time. See, this shit's so fucking... And then the ignition, like, that just stays on. And then I gotta turn the key on again. Alright, well, I think I figured it out. I had... Both of these rockers were loose. I just got those tightened all the way down. And I believe this one was just a half a turn loose. But it had a little bit of play. So I just went over all of these. Of course, I just put the rear back together. And it can't come apart with that alternator bracket there. So that's awesome. Maybe if I just pull the alternator, I might be able to get it off. But yeah, I'm probably going to have to double check the rear ones as well. But, here, hold on. Give me just a sec. Okay, so now I've put in my little adapter. Let's see. Alright, now I'm not hearing that doof, doof, doof. I think that was it. I think these rockers weren't opening valves, so alright, well, I guess let me put this valve cover back on and we'll try it again. Alright, you guys, so I just got the valve cover back on, everything plugged back in, so let's try it one more time. Oh, fingers crossed. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hey, well, she fired up and she's not making the popping noise, so it was definitely those rockers being loose on the front. That's ridiculous. Was pretty sure I got all those tight and Loctited. Fuck, I don't know. It's been so many months ago I put this engine together. But that was the issue. Woo! Oh, that cam sounds so good. I don't know what's going on with that, but hey, that's major progress. Alright, I'm going to try this again, and I'm going to try to turn the car around. So, let's see. Damn, well, I've got no power steering. But she turned around. Oh, it sounds so good. Alright, she's starting to get hot. Alright. Okay. Definitely a little empty. Alright, let me grab, I guess I'm about to put water. I don't have any coolant, so I'll grab some water and I'll top it off and try it again. Alright, you guys, so I jacked the car up because I had a little coolant leak, and I don't know if you can see that. It is leaking from the thermostat housing. Drip, drip. But it's dripping down right on top of the AC compressor. And then running down and dripping onto the subframe, and then it's dripping on the ground. So I have a very slow coolant leak right there. So at least it's, I'm pretty sure it's like 2 10 mil bolts, and that will come off. And I don't know if I have a gasket for it or not, but I know I have some RTV in the shed, so I will definitely get that sealed up and get it back together. And I guess it'll be going back together with just water this time, temporarily, because I don't have money for coolant right now. But yeah, hopefully that's the only other leak that we have, and then I can actually let this thing run and idle and get all the coolant bled, and then it'll just be tuning. Actually tuning. And I still got to figure out the starting disabled due to theft system thing, but other than that, I mean, the car sounds much better now. I probably need to clean off that ground on the engine block right there with a wire wheel. I don't know, it kind of looks like I did, but I don't know, I think I want to clean that up a little better. Just looks like a 15, so alright, I'm going to get this coolant leak fixed, and I'll give you guys another update. Alright, you guys, so yeah, the thermostat was definitely leaking. Here's the old gasket. It's all smashed and was rolled to the side. Went up to AutoZone, got a new gasket. There's the part number. You can see it's got the nice spot right in the middle to fit around the thermostat. The thermostat itself still looks great, and it's still all nice and springy, and with both thumbs I can get that to spring still as well. So thermostat's still good. It was just a gasket, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this new gasket on, get it reinstalled, which is gonna be a pain in the ass, but I'm gonna get it reinstalled and I'll give you guys another update. Alright, you guys, so I got her all back together with the new gasket. I've got it filled up with water. It's not leaking. I waited like 10 minutes. It didn't drip a drop of water. So cooling system should be sealed up. Start her back up. Okay. Oh, now it's just stalling right out. What the fuck?
Cycle the pump an extra time.
I'm not even hearing the
I
pump.
hear that fuel pump.
No. So, okay, let me check fuses. Alright, let's try it again. I'm still just getting the starting disabled due to theft system. No fuel pump that time.
No, I'm not hearing it at all. It's like it's coming on for a moment after you turn the key back off.
I don't get it. I don't know. So I'm gonna have to reflash it. Alright, we tried swapping fuel pump relay around. Do you hear the
Oh, yeah, I hear the throttle body working. It's going.
Okay, cool.
I just don't hear the fucking fuel pump. I don't feel it either on the rail.
Yeah,
The rail's still warm. It's not even cold from fuel. No fuel pump.
I don't get it. I guess I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit and try it again. Alright, you guys, so I decided to grab the laptop and I'm just reflashing everything. We got 10 seconds left. So we'll let this finish. The fuel pump will prime. Alright, right completed. Alright, ready?
I still don't feel fuel.
It still says starting disabled. I don't understand this. And the fuel pump kicked off. Something's still going on. I don't understand. Alright, well, I'm going to figure out what's going on with the Vats delete shit. And once I get it to stay running, I'll give y'all another update. Alright, you guys, so I've got the HP tuners hooked up. I reflashed the original tune. And like factory, just whenever I first scanned it. And when I turn the key, nothing. So that's good. So now I'm reloading the tune with the Vats delete and DOD delete and up in the RPM, because that's what Daniel Smuts told me was up the RPM, up 300 RPM. So now it's loading back the tune, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So we got 5 minutes left of ECM, and then it'll be like 2 minutes for TCM. So I'll give you guys another update. Alright, we got 16 seconds. Oh. Alright, completed. So I gotta reach in here. Let's see. still the same thing. Still starting disable due to theft system. What the fuck? And now no fuel pump. Well, I did get a hold of Bill, and he said he will swing by tomorrow after 3 p.m. with his scanner, and he's going to try to reprogram the ignition to everything and do the crank relearn. So if that works, then I won't even need the Vats delete, and that should take care of the starting disable due to theft system. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So I guess I'm gonna call it a night, and I'm gonna end this video here. So if you guys like the video, leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, hit the subscribe button so don't miss out on any future videos, and make sure y'all stay tuned, because like I said, Bill will be coming, and yeah, hopefully Bill can get this thing programmed and get the crankshaft position relearn done, and then that way it should be running on all 8 cylinders, and we shouldn't have any issues with the ignition or anything, or the VATS shit, and it won't even matter. So I'm probably going to get the laptop and just throw the factory tune back on here where turning the key doesn't do shit, and we'll just kind of go from there. And yeah, I'll just let him scan it with his actual scan tool like they use at the dealership, and you know, do this thing the right way. So yeah, y'all have a good night. Stay tuned for the next one, and I'll catch you guys later.